Ashley Theophane, thanks for joining us on VIP TV. Don't think I've had anyone on the channel who's been as well travelled in boxing as you, but it looks like you might get the chance for your 50th win to happen in Britain against Conor Benn.
I've got 50 wins, but it's just not on BoxRec. So I've got 50 wins, but to fight Ben would be for me, it would be a great way to say hi and bye to the UK fans, because I haven't fought here for 8 years. So it would be a great thing, and as well, again, a lot of folks say I was a fan of his dad, so he to fight the son is cool with me. I think it would be a good fight. I always believe I can win, so I would believe that I could pull it off, but it would be great. We see right now it's just me and Ben who are just having talks, because Ben said he wants to fight. I said I said I'll do it, but if it's gonna be my last fight back home, I'm not gonna fight in no garden. You know what I mean? Like, I want my friends and my family there. It's as simple as that. I haven't fought here for 8 years, so if I do fight here, I want my friends and my family there. And I would want to do a camp in America, because I trained in America for 15 years. That's what helped me achieve what I've achieved. So I'm not going to change that now to suit her. And so I don't care if we fight or not, but if we are going to fight, it's got to be on my terms or no fight at all.
That's fair enough. It's going to be your last fight in Britain. You're entitled to have your family there, your grandmother there, and everybody. So I know you always, you're fair enough. You've paid your dues. That's the fair enough.
I paid my dues. It's signing off now. I've paid my dues. It's a young man's game.
Yeah. So when you say it's a farewell for Britain, how many more fights are you planning to have, Ashley?
So currently, after my last fight that I had in Denmark, where I achieved my 50th win and I fought a former world champion, straight afterwards, I was like, I'm tired. I was like, I'm tired. Like, and the thing is, he was past his best. But he was bigger than me. He was stronger than me, and I just felt it throughout the 10 rounds. And I was like, I don't need this shit no more. So I was kind of like, at that stage, I was like, I'm cool if I don't fight again. So from that stage, I started to work on my own gym. So I've been putting in the work, the gym, to researching and stuff, trying to look at spots. And I worked on my book. And I was offered like 4 or 5 fights this year, and I've turned them down. So if I was to fight again, it has to be something that I want, or I want to do it. So hence, I would go to Africa again to fight there, because I had fun there. So I would go there again. My friend, he might have another show in Dubai, so I might fight on that one, because that would be fun. Like, the Ben fight would be big, and I haven't fought here for so long, and I've wanted to fight back home, but I just haven't been able to get no like real deals off the promoter. So if it's not a fight that I want to do, I won't do it, because through the lockdown as well, I've put on 2 stones. So I gotta lose the 2 stones. So hence, I'm just in chill mode.
Yeah, I was going to say something similar. The follow-up to that was, what's quite interesting listening to you. You're at peace with yourself, whether you box again or not. You get these guys who've been out 2 years. I want to have this fight. I want to do that. To you, if the opportunities are there, you'll take them. But if they're not on your terms, as you would maybe say, you're not going to go.
Yeah, well, like I've done 5 years with Floyd. I've been British champion. I've had fights all over the world. There's nothing more that I can achieve now at my age. There's nothing more I can achieve. So for me, I've done everything, and a lot of fans were giving me stick because I went on my 2-year world tour and stuff. Oh, you're just going around, you just beating bums. It doesn't mean anything. But it's for me. This is a hard sport, and there's a lot of stress in the sport. And when I left Mayweather Promotions, I wanted to do the world tour, and I wanted to fight back home. I couldn't fight back home, so I just done the world tour, and it was nice to fight all over the world. It didn't matter how small the show was. It was just nice to meet fans there from all over the world, and they knew who I was. and to meet like those women and guys who boxed, and they were like, I can't believe that you're on this show. And so it was just nice to meet them so they could think, really, that they could go on to achieve what I've done. And so for me, the 2-year world tour I've done was I wanted to achieve my 50th win, which I did in Denmark. And I just wanted to go around the world and just kind of have fun for 2 years, because it's a lot of times I think in this sport we get taken advantage of, and we're really in control. Majority of us are really in control. The promoter tells us what we have to do and what it goes like this. And you know, I'm fortunate that I didn't really care who I fought. I just wanted to have fun and enjoy the sport, because that's why I started the sport as a little kid, because you would watch it on the TV and it looks like fun. So I just wanted to get that feeling again, or feeling that fun. So hence, if I don't fight again, I don't care, because I've done everything I've wanted to do. I've seen the good and the bad times, like, in this sport.
Just explain to people that are watching this interview, BoxRec has now 48 wins for 49.
Yeah.
I'm not sure which one. It's 48 or 49. What's the dispute with them? Because I see you know, I know you stand at BoxRec, and when you see them do something wrong, you're onto them. You know.
Yeah.
Obviously,
all right.
And you feel aggrieved that a record keeper doesn't give you 50 wins, I think.
So basically, I didn't know this before, but BoxRec have some issues with certain promoters and certain commissions. So if you fight on certain commissions, they won't list that win. And I don't think that's fair, because if it's it's not for BoxRec to say if that's a win or not. It's for that commission. So I fought in Tijuana and I fought some guy, but that guy was suspended by another commission. And Dev said, first they put it as a win. And then when I complained to them about not listing my other win, and I got my lawyers involved, they turned that win into a no contest, saying that guy was banned. He was banned, but he wasn't banned by that commission. And you know how it goes. Even if you're banned by one commission, you're still allowed to fight on the next commission. So that's why the Mexico fight was turned to an NC. And then my Hungary fight, they don't like that. They banned, it's weird. They banned the commission, and they banned certain promoters like from there, so they won't list their fights. And so that's just basically what it is. So, you know, but hence I always expose them when they do stuff now, because, you know, so it's a shame though. It's a shame that they, you know, they pick and choose like what promoters or what commissions they want to do it with. But hence I got 50 wins, but it's not on BoxRec.
You know, a lot of us in boxing, you know, you've got a remarkable backstory. It's stuff movies are made of. So the book is going to be something else, I'd imagine. How far are you down the line? When's it coming out? Or, you know?
All right. So basically, like, the book is finished. Like, I needed an ending for years. Like, the book's been finished, and I didn't know how to end the book. Because whenever I was in America, I was in fight camps, I would always just write down, like, if something went down, if I was with Floyd or before Floyd, I would always just write down in the day, at the end of the day, like, what went on. So I had years of just diaries. And I put them together, deleted some things that are too controversial. And so it came together. I've spoke about my childhood. You know, I had issues with the law and stuff. I changed my life around. And then I said I wanted to box, and then I went on to box. And even when I turned pro, I was just an amateur who wanted to. I was just like these guys at York Court. They want to turn pro. And for me, that's why I find it bad when the fans, they call us bums or whatever it is, because we're just trying to like fulfill our dreams. So I find it very rude when fans, they just have digs at us. So for me, I just always wanted to give my best, and I wanted to fight in America, because it was because of the American fights that I watched as a kid that I wanted to fight in America. So I didn't care if I won or lost in America. I just wanted to fight there. That was always my goal. So in 2005, like, when I went there, you know, it was kind of like a dream come true to me. And they kind of they showed me more love in America than I got shown love here. Hence, I kind of always went over there. And just to achieve what I've achieved, like for me, I'm very proud of myself. And it easily could not have turned out like that because there's a lot of guys who I grew up with are dead or in jail. So hence my book is kind of got a lot of that in it. Like when I used to train in Canyon town, I had some friends who I knew from young, but they was kind of in some kind of street beef where a few of them got killed. So they had killed some guys. And they told me that your name has come up, that if they can't get us, that they've said that they will kill you. And I was nothing to do with it. I was just boxing, but because I was childhood friends with them, they was like, they don't care. If they can't get the guys who killed their friends or whoever, they would kill me. So then my friend gave me like a vest, a bulletproof vest to wear for like, I wore it for like a year, I think. So I used to go out and it would be weird. I'll go to the gym and the guys would see me with this vest on and think, what the fuck you got a vest on for? And it was just weird. So hence, that's what I'm saying. So hence, I've come from the background I come from. To me, I shouldn't even be in the place that I am right now. So hence, I could retire now, and I want to open my own gym now because I want to help kids like me that came from a background like me that you know, they just feel like they have nowhere to go and they got no help. So I want to help a lot of kids because my gym, all stars, they help me. So I would want to give that back with my own gym.
A wonderful gym we know, certainly. Yeah. A wonderful man, Mr. Akai, who was there at the helm of it for so many years and did so much for kids in West London and around that area. What a wonderful man. Wonderful, wonderful man. Tell us about you talk about love in America. Tell us about the Floyd experience. He gave you love. He comes to London. He hangs out with you, you know.
Yeah, cool. You know what's cool, though? Because I left Mayweather promote. I had one more year on my deal. And I left Mayweather Promotions to do what I wanted to do. And for him to still be cool with me now, like wherever he be seeing me, be like, hey, Ashley and stuff. So I appreciate that. And even when he signed me, he didn't have to sign me. I had lost my British belt. I wasn't really doing anything. Like I probably would have retired then if he didn't sign me. But he knew I had had some good fights and stuff on the road, but I'd never had a promoter, and he just wanted to help me. So I know he gets a lot of stick, but I think we all have our faults. But I think he does have a good heart because he likes to sign kids who don't get a break, which is kind of weird because you would think he would only want to be around the best. But he also, I think, maybe because of his dad and his uncles, that he's seen the other side of the sport where we get used and abused. So I think he tries to sign a lot of guys that don't get no love in the sport to kind of help them. So he used to always say, not everyone on the team will become a world champion, but you can feed your family. So you know, I think that shows for a man, like he just wanted to kind of to help out a lot and to help us achieve our own little dreams. We all can't be like a TBE, but we can be our own TBE. So yeah, like from when I walked in the gym, the very first day that I walked in the gym, he asked me like who I was, and I was British champion at the time. So I said I was British champion, and so and then I lost my British championship. I went back this, a whole year had gone by. And then he said, oh, you've come back. And I was like, oh, shit, he remembers me. Like a whole year I'd come back. And he remembered me and stuff. So, and then I stayed in that camp. It was the Guerrero camp. That's when, And then he signed me at the end of Guerrero camp. And, you know, the next 3 years was great because Floyd was he was campaigning. So he was in the camp all the time. So I think a lot of the guys, the first 10 guys, I think a lot of the guys who signed with Floyd at that time, they had a very good relationship with him because we saw him for like 6 months of the year, like non-stop, like all of the time, because he was always in the gym. So I think a lot of us from that time there, we have a good bond with him, or a good bond than I would say the guys who are signed now, because he just pops in and out of the gym to see how they are and stuff. But he would always say that we're friends, we're family, and he's gone on to prove that with 2 years that I've left them, he's still cool with me now. So I think, for me it worked out well. You know what I mean? I had 5 years with Floyd. 3 of the years were fun when he was there in the gym, and it's just great to have, to being part of his last few years in the sport.
Yeah. I've noticed some of you I've noticed you're a bit of a man on the stock market at the moment. You've been giving tips. Yeah. I mean, you seem to be having I saw a boxer, but someone on Twitter mentioned about stocks and shares, and someone said, speak to Ashley Theophane. Where did this come from? I know there's a lot of people, who have inspired you in life.
Yeah.
Did you get into stocks and shares? Was it yourself, or you got a friend who works in the markets?
No, so basically my friend Dan, the man from Edmonton in Canada, he's been doing stocks for years. So I would be in camp and he would always be just saying about stocks, this stock's doing that, and I would never know what he's going on about. But he would just for years just going on about stocks and stocks and stocks, and then I'd just be like, okay. So then the end of last year when we went to Atlanta, I said, Dan, what is this stock thing? Like, give me a breakdown, because I need some help with this. I don't understand. And then he just said what it was, and he gave me some advice. And then I started to do it myself. And then the stock market crashed when we had Corona. And so I'm still learning. But it's going all right. It's going all right. There's ups and downs. But it's interesting. It's interesting.
No, what maybe I think it was. I saw a tweet or a post.
I remember the tweet you're saying, yeah.
And there was another tweet before that, the week before, where you were advising people if they had any spare money during lockdown to get into travel companies or airlines. Now, was it?
Yeah, because they're currently low. Yeah, they're currently low. They're still low now. They're still, because Trump just yesterday, Trump must have said something, so the stock market went down again. So why, as my friend said, the stock market crashes like once every 10 years or whatever it is. So within that time, you can make some cash and whatever it is, but what goes up must come down. But wherever you put money in your bank, if you put that same amount into the stocks, within 10 years time, 20 years time, you'll have more interest from the stocks than you would have off the bank. And that's reality.
I mean, I know, but before when you was back in England during, that was another thing I was going to ask you, but when you were back in England in between camps in Mayweather, you were getting to see a lot of Tottenham Hotspur. Are you still? Did you go to the new stadium or?
Yeah, I've been there a handful of times. I just got a text off them to say that I could watch the last game. They're gonna send us some tweet to allow us to watch the last game live, like on Now or whatever it is. So yeah, that's my team. It hasn't been so much of a good year, but we might get 6th place. You never know. But yeah, that's my team to the end, through the good and the bad times.
I know. Just one final question. We'll go back to boxing. You've boxed in 9 countries in just over 2.5 years.
Yes.
If there was to be a 10th country you could box in now, what country would that be?
Canada. I was supposed to fight there against that Vargas kid, the one who's going to fight the Ortiz. I spoke to his promoter on 2 times. We were supposed to make a deal to fight in Toronto, but it never went through. But it is what it is. But yeah, but I fought in total. So I fought in 12. So in my whole career, I fought in 12 countries.
Yeah. I've just noticed the 9 in the last 2.
Yeah, the 9 countries in the last 2 years I've done it in. Yeah, the 9 countries in 2 years. So
I don't think in those 9 fights, I mean, far be it from me to, ask you directly how much, but I shouldn't think some of them have been the biggest purses.
No. Basically, it was breaking even. But the point of that was not about like the monetary gain. It was about me to enjoy my last 2 years of the sport and to have fun with it and whatever it is. So it wasn't, the world tour was never about the money, because a lot of the places I fought in, they ain't got no money there. So basically it was just kind of to enjoy it and to take it in. So, but you know what, it's weird. I looked at a lot of these greats from the past, the 40s and the 50s. a lot of them, they used to fight all over the world. They
right.
used to fight all over the world, like, and it's just a shame that nowadays we kind of just go to America, to Germany, to USA, like to England. It's like we don't really go, we don't do those things again, because a lot of the greats, Ray Robinson, Willie Pett, they used to go to, even Roberto Duran, he fought in like 9 or 10. You got Ali, he fought all over the world. So yeah, it's just a shame that a lot of guys just kind of want to stay home and just feel safe. They don't want to branch out, because if they did, you know, I think it's good, man. I had fun with it. I had fun anyway, so it's a shame that more don't do it.
You're very open about your past and, you know, your run-ins with the police and, you know, well, you know, you've got history, shall we say.
Yeah.
But when you turn professional, if someone said to you now, you'd be coming towards the end of your career, achieved as much as you had, what would you have said to them then?
I wouldn't have believed them. Like at 22 years old, it took me, I think, like 8 months to make my debut. So it was so hard for me to get my first fight. So I would never think that I would get so many fights. So just to have got the amount of fights I had and to achieve what I've done to fight, just to so many like boxing stars know me, and I'm friends with so many guys. Some of my best friends are through this sport. So again, that's why I love this sport as well, because you meet folks that you would never meet in your whole life. And I got friends that I will be friends with for life through this sport. Hence, you know, this sport is a great sport.
Yeah, it's mad. You meet, as you say, we're not really, you know, we just know each other professionally, so we're more acquainted. But we still went to Tottenham together. Yeah,
we went Spurs together. We were you interviewed me in
Box Nation
Vegas as well.
It's mad, isn't it? People together,
cool. It's crazy. The memories, like even like when I do retire in another 10 years from now, that's still a moment like for me that you interviewed me at the MGM. Like it's a big deal for me. So like it's great times, man. So, you know, I will always look back on them. So it's great to have done this in this sport.
Ashley, thanks for speaking to us today, and I hope, you know, your last couple of fights, whether it's 0 fights, 1 fight, 2 fights, or 5 fights, I just hope you get all the love from the fans that I know you do enjoy.
Okay, it's all good, Steve, my man.
For all boxing info, news, and latest interviews, amateur and pro, across the north, click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.